Stadium, the home are the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And off from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There are a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Tar Heels have taken it inside the 20. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Here's the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Clemson. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. first down. Working that left side. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride at the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
This is going to be a key that we look at in this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Gonna run it. It's Davidson. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Did the work himself. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Now on the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get rid of it.
Pressure affects quarterbacks. This guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, the ground game. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown 1 pick. He should have thrown his 2nd right there.
Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. winning play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, running back gets to give. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Lopez to pass. Rushes on him. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Brings it down on the right side. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
North Carolina, 10, Clemson, 7.
So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. From the gun. Give on the inside. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Things did not go their way in ACC play last year. This year, an opportunity maybe to turn things around.
And we've seen people in this league turn things around. The ACC every year, it seems like, like Reese, you always say, spinning that wheel of destiny. Who's going to be in the championship game? So it's not unheard of that you can have a bad season and turn it around. So, Jesse, a lot of examples to point to as they kick off this season.
Yeah, it is critical then to get off to a fast start. Right? They've got to come out here in their first conference game in ACC play and put it all together. Offense has to march the ball, score points. Defense needs to get some stops and create some takeaways and set a standard for yourself throughout the course of the season.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Now the play fake. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Fires to the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to swing it on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Fires to the big fella. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. There are a few things that just made me happy in life. A great steak, a scrumptious dessert, and a tight end who makes a catch on third down.
If the steak's medium rare, I'm right there with you, Reese. And I'm also there with you on these tight ends on third down, too. Too big for DBs to cover, too fast for linebackers to cover. That guy's a weapon.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Makes the grab, it's Brown. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long.
And he's still running after the move. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Grab behind the line. It's Brown. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna look downfield again. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Randall. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Mississippi State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man, it's Klubnik. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the extra point was good.
North Carolina, 13.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
With the catch, it's Johnson. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Catch in the middle. It's gone. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Way too close to punt. Way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway.
Number 81, set to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. At the 35, he's open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusive, it's just hard.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback making checks. Lopez to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Goss. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. 2nd guy finally did.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the IAT. What an athlete.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Looking to throw on 1st down. can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
There he goes! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
On the string.
Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit...
Turning it on! They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. To the air, it's Klubnik. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And it's no good. He missed it. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover.
North Carolina, 16.
They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Lopez wants to fire. Fakes to grab. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Tar Heels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He makes a catch. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They've got the screen set up.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the run, it's Goss. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Give to the back. Wide open spaces. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There he goes. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st. And, man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This upset bid has been brewing It's the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed. He takes it back for a long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Going for the big play. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, UNC! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Mississippi State. Games like these just mean more in the SEC.
He's loose. Makes it past the marker. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And give as they work on that clock. It's a seam wide open. Oh, a lot of space. Inside the 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Coming out with it, it's Green. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Lopez wants to fire. He's taking a deep shot. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack.
Going for it all. Snatches it on the left. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. We've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here on 3rd down for this offense. He leaves it with his back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lopez to pass. Under fire. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Pulls it in. It's Gauze. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Offense facing 4th down.
4th down, gotta have it here. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He gets out of bounds and, more importantly, picks up the 1st down. Clock stopped as the drive continues. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Gauze. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots and put some pressure on the defense.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early.